Hi guys, and welcome to DIY Hair School. And on today's video I am going to show you how I like to do my messy bun on my really dirty hair days. I do messy buns in clean hair, in dirty hair. I like my messy buns all the time, but let's be honest, messy buns are definitely a go-to on those no wash hair days because they're quick and easy and cute. So here are some tips that are going to make your messy buns look their best when your hair is dirty. Starting off, obviously, with some dry shampoo. Now, my roots don't look super oily because I did put some dry shampoo on my hair before I went to bed, and that helps to reduce how much oil there is. This is day 2.5 from washing my hair, but we're gonna add a little bit more dry shampoo. You can use whichever dry shampoo that you like. I'm using the Batiste today, just their original. I have some other ones I use that I like as well, but I always do like the Batiste, and it's a great one if you are on a budget. Always remember that if you want to avoid that really powdery look with your dry shampoo, you want to make sure you work it into your scalp really well so it can do its job and absorb all those oils and not just sit on the surface of your scalp and your hair. And you also don't want to use too much. If you work it in and it still looks extremely powdery and you have that gray hair look, especially if you have darker hair, then you've probably just used way too much. You need a lot less dry shampoo than you think. So work it through, we brush it through. My hair is already brushed, so it's not tangly, so we're just doing a quick brush through of the dry shampoo. Keep in mind, your hair still will feel a little different than when it's clean. Dry shampoo obviously isn't completely cleaning your hair. It's just making it appear less oily and more clean, but it's still not going to feel the same as clean hair, and sometimes that seems to surprise people, so I always like to mention that. Now we're going to go right in with a messy bun. I'm going to use a scrunchie because that's my favorite for a messy bun. I love these satin scrunchies. They don't cause any damage to my hair. They're nice and secure, so they manage to hold all my fine hair with just 2 wraparounds, which is what I need for my messy bun technique. And I do have these in my Amazon storefront. It's like a pack of 60 multicolored ones of these satin scrunchies for, like, I don't know, not a lot of money. They're really cheap. I can't remember how much, but they're in my Amazon storefront if you want to find the exact ones that I use. Now I'm going to brush all of my hair up where I want my messy bun to go. I like my messy bun quite high on my head. If you don't have it high on your head, you're not going to see it from the front as much, and I like to see it quite a bit from the front. But a tip is, if you struggle with making your messy bun look cute from the back, you might want to try putting it a little lower down, because it is going to be easier to make it look nice from the back if it's not so high up in your head. Now, one more thing I'm going to do, and this is a tip that you can use no matter when you're doing your messy bun, freshly washed hair, dirty hair, in between hair, doesn't matter. I'm going to put texture powder in the ponytail in the ends. You can do this just on your ends before you even put your hair up. I always like to do it like this because I make sure I get it exactly where I need it. And putting in texture spray or texture powder, I'm using the Puff Me volumizing powder today, is going to give your hair a little bit of grip. It's going to give it texture, and it's just going to be able to hold those shapes you create with your bun a lot easier. So I'm just going to put it all through my ends there. So now we're going to do this messy bun technique that is everybody's favorite, and I am being sarcastic because either you love it, once you get it, you love it, but I know that people, when they first try this one, get a little frustrated because they find it tricky, but it's really not hard. Don't overthink it. You're going to grab your scrunchie in one hand, and you're going to take your ponytail with that scrunchie hand. We're going to think about what it's like to wrap our hair twice with a ponytail. So, you know, you pull your ponytail through, you turn your hand over, and then you pull your ponytail through again. We're going to be doing that same motion, but we're going to create a bun when we do it. So if you can wrap your hair in a ponytail, I promise you can do this. So we take it, we grab our ponytail, but we're only going to pull the hair halfway through. Not even halfway, like a quarter of the way through. We're not going to pull it through all the way like a ponytail. We're just going to pull this top part through, and then we're going to twist the ponytail like we're going to wrap it around a second time. But we're going to take the end of our ponytail while we twist the scrunchie with us. So we're going to scoop it back. I just kind of push it back with my hands, and then you pull everything over the top, and you end up with this. And then we're just going to go ahead and manipulate it. I like to pull the front first. You want to make sure you're pulling mostly to the sides, not so much forward with that front loop, because if you pull forward, you're going to pull those ends out. So I pull it to the side, and then with this back one, I like to pull that one side to side, but I also like to pull that one all directions, and that's how you're going to get a better look from all angles. You're going to cover more of that scrunchie. But I always like to use these scrunchies also because they're cute colors, and I don't mind if you can see some of the scrunchie, because truth is, when you don't have tons and tons of hair, chances are you're probably going to see the scrunchie a little bit in some spots, and that's just okay. You can also, if you've got wobbly bits, you can secure some areas with pins if you want to. Totally up to you. Sometimes I feel like that's necessary. Other times I really don't feel like it's necessary. So it is totally your call and whatever you need to do to make it look the way that you want it to look. So then once I've got my bun in, I like to fluff up my base a bit. So this part of your hair is called the base. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go close to the bun and I'm going to just gently pull forward. And that is going to help to create some space between my hair and my scalp so it's not so slicked back. And that's going to give this whole look an illusion of more fullness. And because we've got that dry shampoo in there, my hair is going to hold that shape, because very similarly to texture sprays and powders, the dry shampoo has a lot of texture as well. So once you like the way it looks, you can leave it like this. I do like to pull a few of my baby hairs out. I mean, they're gonna fall out anyways, even if I don't pull them out. So I just like to try and pull them out where I want them. And there we go. That is the bun, the viral bun on dirty hair. Try out those tips to see if you can get it to work really well for you. There are tons of tips in my messy bun playlist. I have done this tutorial numerous times, trying to think of every way that I can to explain it to you so that maybe one of those tips will be the tip that makes it easy for you to get this bun, because once you do, it is absolutely my favorite bun. It is a go-to style for me. It is a look that I love, and it always gets compliments. One of the main reasons I love this bun so much is because it really does help you to create the illusion of lots of full hair instead of having a little mistrunchable bun on top of your head, or just this truly floppy, messy, I don't care and I just roll out of bed bun. It's just that perfect in between of being cute, something that you're happy to wear outside, that you feel good about, but also kind of gives you that confidence of feeling like you've got extra hair, because even though we don't have thick, full hair, it is nice to feel like it looks thick and full sometimes. So there are lots of tricks that we can do for different styles, like the texture sprays and the dry shampoo and the pulling our base so it's not so tight, to make our hair look fuller. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions. I'm sure there will be questions, because there's always questions with this messy bun. Like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my content, because I do post 3 videos every single week, and I do post daily on Shorts, Instagram, and on TikTok. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Bye.